You are listening to Single Smart Female. This is Jen, explaining the possibilities in your love life and examining your mantourage dating experiences. I am here to help you do life and love on your terms by tipping the scales of love permanently in your favor. So don't forget to text this episode to all of your single smart girlfriends, and let's get started. Hey, single smart female, it's your romantic fairy godmama coming to you today with a single smart female quickie. Yes, we are doing a very quick topic today, and the topic is, if you feel this way about men, you should give up on dating. Now, let's clarify this. And by the way, this is actually a topic I could probably talk hours about, but we're going to put this in the quickie format and give you the basics. So what am I talking about? The biggest thing I'm talking about is if you're always offended or triggered by men. And this is something that if you feel this way, you need to press pause for a second on dating, because all you're going to do is set yourself up to fail over and over again in dating. And then you need to address yourself. So what does this mean when you are offended or triggered by men, and in most scenarios, in most cases, but especially in dating? Well, number one, it's pretty much guaranteed that you're reading a lot of situations with men incorrectly. Not all of them, but a lot. When we get to this level of angst with men, we've become so jaded that we lose any real sense of the correct perception about what's actually going on. And then we misread situations and continue down this path and basically make it really incredibly challenging to have good friendships and relationships and any good dating experiences with men. So it's definitely very important to address. Now, number two, you have to ask yourself, are you setting men up to lose with you? And the answer is probably yes. If you are constantly angry at men, frustrated at men, you think men are the worst, talking shit at men, then yeah, you're setting them up to lose with you because there's no place for them in your life. And you're just going to have to confess that if you actually want a great romantic life, you cannot allow yourself to stay angry at men in general. You might be angry with a specific man, and yes, you'll need to address that. But being angry at men in general is not going to get you what you want in your love life. They're not going to all of a sudden change and magically be the best thing that ever happened to you. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it wouldn't matter what they did. They could be doing backflips and somersaults and handing you the world. But because your perception is that all men are evil, there's no space. There's no space. You won't even be able to see what they're doing. You will have them locked out of your life, and it just won't work. Now, number three, the next thing you really need to ask yourself, if you are easily triggered and offended all the time, is it really worth being easily triggered and offended? One of the things I see too often these days is women are offended about everything. And we waste so much energy on that we give ourselves no space to be genuinely happy and experience joy because we're so worried about correcting the rest of the world. That's exhausting. It's really fucking exhausting to be on fault-finding mode all the time and to make sure that the rest of the world is stepping up to the standard that you think needs to be in place. Now, yeah, all of us as people can do better, but life is not meant to be miserable. And you cannot be genuinely happy and experience joy if you're on a fault-finding mission and making sure that everything and everybody does nothing ever to trigger you. It's just not possible. There are things that you are going to have to let roll off your back. Is it everything? No, but it certainly is not 100% of everything that could possibly trigger you. And then the other thing is that you have to look at and address, why are you so offended about things? Why are you so triggered, especially when we're talking in reference to men? And Is there a piece of you that has been showing up in the world that gives people the permission to treat you the way that you've been treated? And likely, yes. It is very likely in these situations you have really crappy boundaries, that you have really crappy communication skills with people, that there's no space to have any fun with you. And that's something, sadly enough, I had to address before I was able to finally start having really incredible love and dating experiences. And yeah, it's a sharp-edged pill to swallow, no doubt about it. But even apart from just having a great love life, you want to have a great life. You cannot walk around in this high anxiety environment of being offended and triggered by everything. People are not perfect. We will never get to that level where people always say and do the right thing. So why stay in that world where everything is, like I said, high level anxiety, and where you never get the opportunity to just enjoy life, take people as they come, tweak where needed, and then experience everything that life and your love life has to offer. You can and do deserve every bit of that joy, those wonderful memories, the connection, everything that life has to offer. And there's a lot that we're not focusing on anymore, because all we're focusing on is what is wrong. And as your romantic fairy godmama, I am here to remind you that you not only can and do deserve it, but you should. If you have a desire in you to be truly happy, fulfilled, and to make it to the end of your life where you know that you've created just incredible experiences and connection in your life, then it starts with you. Nobody is going to slam it over your head and make it happen. It starts with you and the choices that you make. Hey, Lover Girl. Thanks for joining me today and texting this episode to all of your single smart girlfriends. If you have a question that you'd like to submit for on-air consideration, or want to learn more about working with me, then meet me over at singlesmartfemale.com. See you there.